back to the channel, lads. It's episode 46 of our Blackburn Rovers career mode. Huge Champions League game. This one for us against Dortmund. At the moment, we are sitting outside of the top 8 places. Let's not forget the recent Champions League formats. The top 8 gets that automatic qualification to the next round, and teams finishing 9th to 24th, I believe, go on to play one more game to qualify to the next round. It's going to be very difficult for us to finish in the top 8, by the way, given that, we're not a Champions League pedigree team. This is our third season in the Champions League, although we're sitting 13th in the competition right now, but we are only 1 point behind. We've got teams like Villa, Arsenal, Crystal Palace in this episode as well, but this is a huge one for us away from home. And of course, with Morgan Gibbs-White picking up a knock against Burnley, terrible defeat for us against Burnley in the next episode. That means Nene starts in that number 10 position. I was wondering why the cameras were so focused on Koulibaly at the start of this game, but then it struck me. We signed him from Dortmund, didn't we? We did sign him from Borussia Dortmund 3 seasons ago, and what a signing he's turned out to be for us. Captains the team for this one as well. Yellow Wall, oh my god, Signal Ewood Park, one of the most electrifying stadiums in Europe, certainly. In terms of atmosphere, it's gotta be the best in Germany, isn't it? The German teams, they've got amazing atmosphere. We win possession back there. I believe it's Lund Hansen with the pink boots. Zanotti, for the first time in this game, we've got opportunity to keep hold of the ball and ask questions of our own. It's been all Dortmund. They must have had about 70% of the possession already. Oh, it's played in Nene. Get it. Dogelis, Nene. What a start. What a start to the game. We can just hang on and take the 1-0 advantage into the break. We have a big chance in the second half. We've got to defend the corner here. 41 minutes. 4 minutes to hang on, and we will go into the break on the lead with the advantage. His camera to Jonathan David. Oh, he's coming to this game, scoring 3 goals from his previous 3 games. And of course, when you give him opportunities like that, he will punish you. It's such a shame we conceded just before the end of the first half. It's sort of put the game back into Dortmund's favour. I've got to say, Daniel doing so well to win possession back. Nene, who's playing in that number 10 position in this game. Oh, he's found... Oh, get it! And that is an assist from our summer signing. Oh, Bonnie with the finish as well. But what a good pass there from our number 10. The finish, I've got to say, was never in doubt. Bonnie, when he finds himself in possession like that, in positions like that, I've got confidence in our 2 strikers to go on and get us much needed goals. Oh, the shot's blocked by Koulibaly. Got to be careful here. Jonathan David to Mecha to Daniel Marlin. Oh, Koulibaly, excellent against his former team. He's just nudged him out of the way so effortlessly, but we give possession away again. Merino going forward. Back to Veerman. That's Joey Veerman, isn't it? Jamonde coming back to get us out of trouble there. Come on, referee. It's gone past the minute of stoppage time. What are you waiting for? What is he waiting for? Jonathan David waiting for support. But he delayed, and the referee ends the game. And what a start to the episode. Great victory for us. This is one step closer to that automatic promotion places in the Champions League, isn't it? That was a big result for us, wasn't it? Honestly, I would have taken a draw going into that game, but a victory moves us from 13th to 4th in the Champions League table. There's still 4 games to play. It's still going to be tough to hang into that top 8. I mean, as long as it doesn't really matter how we do it, whether finishing in the top 8 or finishing in between 9th and 24th, as long as we are in the next rounds of this competition, come that time, I will be really happy with that. It's Crystal Palace up next, a team bottom of the league. I want to say on form, we should be winning this game comfortably. But then again, I would have said the same against Burnley in the previous episode, which we did go on to lose that game. Every game is a tough game in the Premier League, and this is going to be another one.
What is a
One of the biggest surprise of the save is Crystal Palace still managing to keep hold of Eberechi Eze. I don't know if that's changed yet, but certainly the last few seasons they've managed to keep hold of him. They've got Leno in goal. Let's see. Do they still have him in the team? They still do. He's still in this Crystal Palace side, considering they've struggled for a few seasons. To keep hold of him, it's honestly, it's amazing. And that's what has surprised me the most about the save. And we go into this game with Palace sitting bottom of the league right now. As I've said, on paper, oh my God, on paper you would expect this to be a very comfortable game for us, but we concede the first. So early in this game, man, to concede a goal. It's Palace asking all the questions right now. It's 2-0 for the home side. And if you didn't know, going into this game, you would have thought Palace were the team, in the top end of the league, and we were the team in the bottom end of the league right now, because we have been dominated. Jeremy Doku making it 2-0 for Palace. Come on, the worst thing that can happen here is if we go 3-0 down, Ismail Assar manages to bully his way past our left back. He pulls it back to Konate, who gets the second, his second of the game, and Crystal Palace's third of the game. 15 minutes into this game, and we are 3-0 down. You just can't believe it. This is the Premier League for you, that a team sitting bottom of the league can do this to a team sitting in the top half of the Premier League, comfortably in the top half as well. I suppose the bad news for Palace, though, is they have scored 3 goals in 23 minutes here played, and that means we still have so much time in this game to be able to turn things around, but we need to get one in the first half, though. Oh, what a save! What a save! That is a much-needed goal. They can afford to do this now, though, can't they? They can afford to sit back and hit us on the counter-attack. Oh, comfortable. Okay, come on. We need that goal in the first half. It's end-to-end right now, but I don't mind it being end-to-end. We've got nothing to lose. We've really got nothing to lose here. Joao Pedro yet again, and this time he hits the post. Can you believe it? This could have been 3-2 already. We cannot afford to be missing these chances when it comes, man. We need a goal. 2 minutes to stop in time. Morgan Gibbs-White finds a little bit of space. We need to wait for the runner. Morgan Gibbs-White, he's made a run ahead of Joao Pedro. Captain! Just the goal that we needed just before the end of the first half. We needed to get one. We don't know what's going to happen in the second half yet, but it makes the second half much easier for us if we want to get something out of this game. Come on, lads. It's Bentley, such a good left back, you know. He's one of those regen players. They signed him from Ipswich Town. I remember we had a cup game last season or so against Ipswich in that left back position. He was so good. Oh no, the touch is heavy. That is an absolute trampoline touch there, isn't it? Oh, he's got to do so much better there, Harry Leonard. Cross to the far post, pull back Ismail Assar for the near post, but it's a big save from Bazunu. Substitution here. Diomande and Leonard take it off for Crawford and Bonnie. Not often we will take off Diomande in this kind of game, but I've got to say he's been a little bit poor in this game. I mean, it's almost like we haven't been able to use so much of his quality. The game have just bypassed him end to end. We've been playing this game, and we haven't really seen much of his quality. But good defending there. If we score a goal before the 80th minute, we could get something out of this game, you know. There's Crawford. Oh, that's beautiful from Crawford. Bonnie! The 2 substitutes combining to get the second for us. Oh, what a well-timed pass that is from Crawford. The touch was heavy, but he still managed to finish that one, even with the heavy touch. It was going to be another Harry Leonard's moment. Save. Come on, we can get something out of this game. The belief is there now. Adam Watson. Oh, back to Oh, get in, Joao Pedro! I'm from 3-0 down in the first half. We make it 3-all with 13 minutes or so to play. We can go on to win this game. Oh, what a result it will be for us. A point is fantastic, but if we can win this game, it will be much better. We can still lose it though. But that's excellent defending. How come we didn't defend like this in the first few minutes of the game? Here's the bit of space for good defending, Flamingo. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my voice if this game continues like this. Bunny, 10. It's a good ball to Crawford. Crawford is being taken out there. Oh, the Youth Academy graduate Archie Crawford. He's made such a difference since coming on in this game. Surely, I was going to say, surely that would be a red card. But it's only a yellow. He's not injured though, which is good news for us. Gone short. Hannibal Meshbury. It's now or never. Come on, lads. Crawford on the far side. The pass blocked, but he manages to find Hannibal Meshbury. Is he onside? Yes, he is. Joao Pedro! He's won it for us. He's won it for us. Last kick of the game, and I tell you what, this has to be the most exciting game we have had in this save, in this series. What a performance. The first 20 minutes was awful going 3-0 down, but we have somehow turned it around. 3 goals in the second half, and 1 just before the end of the first half. And they cannot believe it. Palace cannot believe it right now. But it is what it is. We will take our 3 points away from home in a very tough place to go to, by the way. Tough stadium, the Crystal Palace Stadium. And to go 3-0 down and somehow manage to win the game. A draw would have been a fantastic result for us. But a brace from Joao Pedro, Crawford coming off the bench to get himself a goal and an assist. What a performance this is. The best performance we've had in this save, I tell you that. What a season the kid's having. 5 assists and 2 goals in 6 appearances this season in the league. That is just incredible, isn't it? That is incredible. And to think most of those games, he would have come off the bench to make the difference. He simply made the difference for us coming off the bench against Crystal Palace. I can't believe we won that game, you know. At 3-0 down, first 20 minutes, we were 3-0 down, but somehow we managed to go on to win the game. But it's Aston Villa up next, a team that we have had good games against Villa in the past, haven't we? We have had good games against them, and that victory for us, I believe, puts us back top of the league. We were 3rd or so going into that game against Crystal Palace. I tell you what, as fun as that was, you know, turning a 3-goal deficit to go on to win the game, you don't want to be doing that in every game. It's not good for me for 2 reasons. It's not good for the heart, and it's certainly not good for my voice. If that happens, if that kind of excitement happens game after games, I will have no voice left to complete today's episode. I forgot to check on the Aston Villa starting 11, but it is what it is. We have played them a few times now. We know they've got Boniface up front. They've got the likes of Barentia in midfield for them. Daniel, can we make that one out wide? Quickly closed down by Jaden Philogene Bidas. Oh, lovely skill there from Zanotti. Can he find someone in the box? Zanotti with a pullback. The shot's been blocked. And that would have been an awesome start to this game, you know. It's Jefferson Lamar. That's certainly a new signing for them this season. Kochku driving forward. He's been with Villa for a few seasons now. They've got a good team, you know, Aston Villa. But they haven't really cracked into that top 6, top 7, other than they would have played Champions League football at the beginning of the save, but other than that, they haven't really, sort of wanting to get into those European places. But Boniface with a lovely finish here in the first half. Kochku. No way, no way, no way. Come on, man. Come on. We can't do this again. We cannot do this again. Yes, we managed to do it against Crystal Palace, but Villa are a much better side than Crystal Palace. And it's going to be difficult to turn this one around. You know, considering the fact that they've got the likes of Kim Min-jae at the back for them, it's going to be difficult to turn this game around. We'll be lucky to get a point here Joao Pedro though out wide to Bonnie into Morgan Gibbs wide, trying to play in Joao Pedro, well defended there. Daniel, he's managed to create a little bit of space for himself, but he could only find the side netting. The longer the clock ticks, Villa are going to feel much happier and happier that they will be able to hang on to this 3 points here. And if they get the third goal, it's certainly game over. Ludhansen having none of that though. He wins possession back for us on the break here. Dumonde, space to run into all game. This is what I've had to deal with. This is what I've had to deal with all game. It's been Aston Villa dropping back and inviting us to shoot from a long range. This time though, it pays off. It certainly pays off that time. They keep dropping the back four. There's a huge space between their back four. Look at this again. Huge space between their back four and the midfielders. They keep inviting us to hit the ball from long range. It's only a matter of fact though. It's only a matter of time rather if they keep on allowing us to do that, as West Ham go 2-0 up. And that's Mohamed Kudus getting the goal for them. Going 2-0 up against Tottenham. And West Ham have had a terrific start to the season, by the way. They always do, seasons after seasons. But then they gradually drop out. Oh, that is it. That is it. This time it pays off again for our second goal in the game. And the equaliser. They keep giving us this amount of space. And when you've got players like Morgan Gibbs-White in your team, to take a shot from outside the box, it was always going to go in. We must have had about easily 7-8 outside of the box shots from outside of the box in this game. One last opportunity here. This could be another game. You can call us the comeback kings right now. We have done it against Crystal Palace to get all 3 points, and we have turned a 2-0 deficit against Villa, and we could still well get a point here, and we do get a point. Oh, it's not as good as the Palace one, but if we keep finding ourselves conceding too many goals like this in the first half, it's going to be a long season for us. We've got to cut that out. We've got to cut that out. It's crazy, the difference between the start of the season and what is happening right now. You know, at the start of the season, our first 5 or 6 games, we kept clean sheets in all of those games. We were winning games. Some might call us boring, but we were winning 1-0, 2-0 victories, boring victories, some would say. But the last few games, I've got to say, it's been exciting. But like I said, we can't afford to keep conceding that many goals. Otherwise, it's only a matter of time until we can't turn a game around. They've still got some of their key players, you would think, Dinamo Zagreb. Petkovic starts up front for them. They've got Stankovic playing from the left-hand side. They've got a couple of players in that midfield that would have been with them right from the start of the save here. And that is one of them. And Baturina, the number 10 for them, he's been at Dinamo Zagreb for a while. This is a game, though, that I think we can win comfortably. I've rotated heavily for this one, by the way. The likes of Doran starting. Oh, excellent defending there, Doran. I've just said the likes of Doran starting this game. And might be tough for him. He's not got that much experience. I mean, it's much easier to bring in attacking players into your team from the youth, isn't it? It's much easier to bring in attacking players compared to those defensive players who it's a much difficult position for a young player playing as a centre back compared to playing in one of those forward positions. But it's a nice early start to the game. I think that was Harry Leonard who got the opening goal for us. It's Cordoba in that right midfield or right wing position driving forward. He finds Petkovic, their talisman. It's done well there, Doran, but he's made a huge error. And we're punished on the near post. This is what I mean. For a young player like this, you don't want to make mistakes and you get punished with those mistakes. We saw it from the Manchester City's new signing last night, Kusanov, making a huge error. He had a nightmare of a game in the opening few minutes against Chelsea. But then he went on to settle into the game. It's a nightmare position for young players. That defensive centre-back position much worse. They get away with it, and when they play at the right back or left back, the save is made. But Diamonde taps that one home, and we regain our lead. But when you make mistakes, though, you want your team to be able to bail you out of that mistake. When you go on to win the game, all of a sudden, the mistake is not that significant anymore compared to when you lose a game as a result of young players making mistakes. Again, as we saw Manchester City do last night, although the young centre-back made a couple of mistakes at the start, picking up a yellow card, giving a goal away, but City going on to win the game, it sort of took that pressure out of him a little bit. And the lads have done the same here for Doran. What a finish, Morgan Gibbs-White. Outside of the boot, in you go. Easy as you like. We have had much easier runs in the Champions League. I mean, even the likes of Juventus, the likes of Dortmund, who we faced at the start of this episode, we've struggled against teams like Crystal Palace. But for some reason, making these games against the top European teams look easy for us. It is what it is. The Premier League it's a very difficult competition, isn't it? We get the pullback. Yes, we can. Crawford gets it. This kid cannot do wrong right now, you know. He just cannot do any wrong. He's scoring goals, not a lot of goals, but he's getting a lot of assists as well. That might be his second or third Champions League goal of the season. He's got a couple in the league as well. But he's also creating chances. He's getting so many assists. So it's not just the goals. But what a talent we've got in our hands here. Archie Crawford. Remember the name. That's it for the end of the game. Another comfortable victory for us in the Champions League, which is always good to see. And yet again, another victory that puts us one step closer to finishing in the top 8 in those automatic qualification places to the next round. I think we're going to do it, you know. I think we're going to finish in the top 8. It's looking much better and better for us. Take a pick. Who was your man of the match? Diamonde or Crawford? Both players getting a goal and an assist in this game. To be honest, I'll give it to Diamonde. I think his all-round performance was much better, so I'll give it to Diamonde. I think it's safe to say that was one step closer to automatic qualification. We're still only a couple of points above Barcelona, but that win for us, it's one step closer, of course. If we can go on to win our next game in the Champions League as well, I'm not so sure who we face. But look at the Red Bull teams. Leipzig top of the Champions League group stage at the moment. You've got Salzburg, and I'm really not surprised Salzburg are in the top 4. The only team that we are yet to lose to, or the only team we have lost to so far in the Champions League. I felt they were incredible in that game. They might not have the best players in every position, but the way they play, the aggressiveness of that team, I'm really not surprised. They are doing quite well here, but it's only 2 points clear of the top 8 at the moment, and I think about 7 points clear of the top 24. I mean, it's safe to say we will finish in the top 24 now. It doesn't matter what happens, but the aim right now is to go on and finish in that top 8, just so we can avoid 2 more games in the Champions League. But let's take a look here pretty quickly. Our next couple of games in the Champions League, we've got Shakhtar Donetsk, and who else do we have? We have got AC Milan and Leverkusen. Oh wow, 2 tough games there against Milan and Leverkusen. But for now, we'll turn our attention to 6th place Arsenal in the Premier League. I've gone strong for this one, really, really strong. But this is because in the last 2 Premier League games, you know, we've conceded 3 against Palace. We've conceded 2 against Villa. We've managed to fight back to get something out of those games. But if we go 2-0 down against Arsenal in this game, it's going to be a tough, long game for us. Here is the most clinical striker in the division right now, Joao Pedro. It's strange because it's not the sort of thing you would associate Joao Pedro with. He's known for his creativity, you know, his work rate, the sort of striker that would create chances for his teammates, and he's quite skillful as well. But in terms of being an out-and-out goal scorer, gotta say, when we signed him, I did not expect him. I thought he would be more of the creative one and Bonnie getting more of the goals for us this season. But he surprised me, and Long may it continue. Arsenal still have that Rafael Varane region at the back, Lemoyne at the back for them. He's a good player, you know. Whenever we faced Arsenal, I try to stay away from him. I try to stay away from his side. Is the right side of centre back for them. I try to sort of exploit Califiori, the left-sided centre back more. And it's going to be exactly the same here. I'll try to avoid him as much as I can. He's too quick. He's too strong. He's good in the air. He's 92 or 93 rated, which is incredible. Although we have gone through the right-hand side this time. And it's Bonnie, your own Bonnie, talk about expecting him to do a little bit more this season. It looks like he listened to that. It wasn't a criticism or anything. It was me just saying, come on, son, we need a little bit more from you. We need you to step up a little bit more. And the finish, it was never in doubt. It's quite nice to get the first goal in this game, you know, considering in the league, we have been going 2-0 down at least, or 3-0 down before we turn off. So it was quite nice to get a good start to this game. The little objective now for us is do not concede to the end of the first half. Let's take this 1-0 up, or maybe we score one more and end the first half that way, keeping a clean sheet in the first half, and we regroup in the second half. That sums up Arsenal's game, to be honest. Closing down. No. Grimaldo driving forward. We need someone to put the tackle in. We need someone to do something. That's a big save from Bazunu. That is a big save from Bazunu. It's Opendo with the shot and target there. We have got a corner. Arsenal have got a corner just before the end of the first half. It's Koulibaly dealing with that one. Nice and strong there, Daniel. He keeps it alive for us. Oh my God. I'm going to sweat this one. I don't care what anyone says. We just need Joao Pedro to be on the right place there, and he's going to score an easy tap-in. It's 13th goal of the season, the most clinical striker in the division right now, and he's running away with this. Who can stop him? Who can stop this lad right now? I don't know. Oh my God. Oh my God. How easy this game have been against a very good Arsenal side. Cross. Oh, flying header to Gary cleared. Not far away though. We recycle possession. Adam Walton. He skipped past his man. He's going to unleash one. The shot's been blocked. This could have been 3-4-0 up already. And I tell you what, Arsenal would not have a single complaint if that was the case. Daniel, can he turn his man? Yes, he can. He's found Morgan Gibbs White. I tried to pull that one back, but it's excellent defending. Come on, it's getting to that time now where Arsenal are beginning to commit a few more players forward. This could go two ways. They could get one goal here, or they could completely open up and we take advantage of that and hit them on the break. Back to Grimaldo, first time cross to the far post. I think it should have been offside there. I don't know why the referee do not give that for an offside. He's offside there, and he's tried to win the header. Therefore, he's had an input to the game. He's affected the play there, and that should be flagged as offside. Oh my God, I cannot believe it. The game needs to learn the rules, you know. The game seriously needs to learn the rules. Either players at the far post and attempt to win the header. Oh my God, double save from Bazunu. Is he going to tap it in? And Arsenal miss a fantastic opportunity there. What a chance to pull this one level. We were so lucky there. Fantastic double save from Bazunu. Hold it up. Leonard. Gibbs White, strong, he's turned. He's going to go back to Harry Leonard. It's been saved. Nene is going to keep it alive. Back to Morgan Gibbs White. Diomande gets in. He makes it 3 goals in his last 3 Premier League appearances. I said this at the start of the season. He's beginning to chip in with more goals, with more assists this season. And when you add that to his work rate, he becomes the complete midfielder, doesn't he? He becomes the complete midfielder as we hang on to the win here. What a player, Mohamed Diomande. He didn't score too many goals last season, but his all-round performance was fantastic. But as soon as you start to add the goals and assists to his game, it just makes him probably the most complete midfielder in the game right now. He's just ridiculously good. You should sign him if you haven't used him on a game before. And that is it for the end of the episode, lads. We have made progress. We started today's episode third in the Premier League, and we will finish the episode top of the league. And in the Champions League, we started today's episode 13th on the Champions League standings, and we will finish today's episode second, just behind Leipzig on goal difference. And 3 games to go, 3 tough games we have got. Let's not forget, are we still in the Carabao Cup? I don't think so. I think we were knocked out earlier on in the competition. No, we are not in the competition anymore. But I believe we are still in the FA Cup. So we have got 3 trophies still to go for. Our next game in the FA Cup, away from home against Sheffield United, by the way. But smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed this one. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new to it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.